NASCAR last season decided to put dirt on Bristol, and then this year we'll take two. Here's my reason why NASCAR should just stay away from dirt. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Happy Wednesday, my name is Cameron Simpson and today we're talking about Bristol, baby! Yeah, not really, it's Bristol dirt. And that's something that has now become the time. It's springtime and it's Bristol dirt, not the Bristol that we're all accustomed to because NASCAR has decided to change it to dirt as they did last year. And this is the second year that NASCAR will go through on dirt. Now there's some changes NASCAR has made this week while we're on the dirt track. Last year, one of the major problems was how the track was dried out. It wasn't wet. It was just all messed up. The daytime was a horrible time to have your dirt track race. So this year, it is under the lights. So that is a major plus. Race is under the lights. It will be much more enjoyable, I hope. Because it is under the lights, it's night. It will be, track will be good. It won't mud up. It won't get into the grills. We won't have to go to one-lane restarts. Let's hope, fingers crossed, that is what happens this weekend at Bristol Dirt. Because last year's race, I don't even know what we scored it last year. In my opinion, last year's race was kind of a disaster. We had to move to one-lane restarts. We had to, make all these things happen. Or was it one-lane restarts at COTA? To modify, I'm pretty sure we had to modify to one-lane restarts here too because of the way the track was. But nevertheless, it was utter disaster. It was not good at all. And, it's not the product I think NASCAR should be shooting for because what do you, the fans, want? Let's be honest. What do you, the people at home, the people that are buying the product that NASCAR gives to us, what do you want? And the majority of fans will say, we want a short track. We want short tracks. We want short tracks. Yeah, the short tracks this year have also been other disasters, but for the most part, we want short tracks. This is what we want. We want some short tracks because they're the most appealing to the NASCAR audience. Okay, so it's easy for NASCAR. Bristol is a short track. Why do we have to throw dirt on it? Let's just keep it the short track. Well, that's because they can't sell the tickets, but the fans want it. And to my opinion, dirt doesn't belong in the NASCAR Cup Series. I liked the Bristol that we had before. I thought that it looked more professional. It was more well done. And for me, looking at it now, in the grand scheme of things, I was hyped up to have dirt on Bristol. I was. But something about it this year, has just made me feel why. Why do we have to send our next-gen cars, the prestigious sport, on sloppy dirt? Well, why do we have to do that? No other series does that. But why do we? I don't understand it. That's just my opinion. Because I think NASCAR belongs on the main stage. Dirt racing is always kind of that big. I just feel like dirt racing is looked at in the negative. It's looked at as sloppy. It's dirt after all. And for me, NASCAR should be looked at as prestigious, clean, good racing, where we see the drivers go crazy. Not where we have another wild card race. I saw after we went to Atlanta, so many people were complaining about the fact that we had 3 super speedways because it would add to wild card races. And to a degree, I agree with that. NASCAR is prestigious. It deserves that spot on the stage. And I like the idea of having Atlanta, granted. I like having the 3 super speedways, but no more. In my opinion, 3 is plenty. But the fact of the matter is those people that were complaining about those 3 at Atlanta, having those 3 super speedways in those wild card races, they don't want wild card races, and I get that. I understand not wanting to have a wild card race. But this is just as much as a wild card. This is NASCAR's grab to the audience to say, oh, man, we're going wild. We're going on the dirt at Bristol. Now, I'm not against dirt, honestly, in maybe NASCAR's lower series, like the trucks. Like, I'm not against it. And I'm not 100% against dirt on the Cup Series. I'm just 100% against dirt on one of the NASCAR's best racetracks, Bristol. We wouldn't put dirt on Daytona. You know, we wouldn't put dirt on Charlotte. We wouldn't put dirt on Martinsville. You know, we would not put dirt on Darlington. We wouldn't put dirt on some of NASCAR's most prestigious tracks. But what about one of NASCAR's best tracks? You know, what about Bristol? This is NASCAR's best track. Fans love it. Most fans will say Bristol's their favorite track. It's mine. I love Bristol. I love everything about it. You know, we're not going to stick dirt on any other track in this series. We probably would not. Why Bristol? Bristol brings you consistently the best racing out of any of the other tracks we go to this season, out of any of the other tracks we go to ever. Bristol brings you the most excitement all year long. Look back at what fans think about Bristol races. There's not many dull moments in the Bristol series. Maybe a few off ones, but there mainly is not any dull moments in the NASCAR schedule when it comes to Bristol. Bristol is indeed one of the best tracks we have in NASCAR, and we're throwing dirt on it. Just seems to me like, well, we want to make money. Well, you know, people aren't going to the sprint race. I get it. You want to make money, but you also want to have an entertaining product. And I don't know, this weekend might be entertaining or sloppy. It's going to be either of the two, and last year's, I would say, was more on the sloppy side. It was more on the unprofessional side, and it was a day that was looked on bad by NASCAR. We'll see what this year's brings. And quickly on the broadcast, I might need to mute it because Darrell Waltrip is back in the booth. Clint Bowyer and Darrell Waltrip are just basically the same personality with Mike Joy. I have a feeling the broadcast is going to be horrid. It is going to be a utter disaster this weekend. I am not looking forward to it. You know, we get to hear boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing. And I'm sure the pre-race show is going to have plenty of that. Luckily, I will be away, so I will probably only see a little bit of it and probably not hear the broadcast. So that's a plus for this race. I don't know. I think the broadcast is going to be an utter disaster, and I'm definitely not looking forward to it. But you guys can be the judge of the broadcast when it comes, and I will judge it too, based on what I hear and what I watch. Anyway, that's my spiel on Daytona. We're back here on Friday. I'll see you then. Have a great week, and I'll see you on Friday. Peace out.